guys, and welcome to another Project Resto. I'm Chris and this is the 1968 Scott Bonnar 45 that I'm restoring. In the last couple of episodes, what we've done and been able to do is get down to the chassis and the rollers, as well as a few of the internal bearing housing components. There's still a couple of sprockets on the side that we need to remove today, but the goal of today is to get these two rollers off so we can get them into the next step of the restoration, which is hopefully going to be an electrolysis bath or another kind of rust removal. I've heard white vinegar can also be really quite helpful and useful. So we might give both a go, or we might compare one half to the other, and we'll see how that works out. A couple of weeks ago, I haven't done any work on this for a couple of weeks, but we did go down to Vietnam Mechanical and we spent a bit of time with Michael down there, and what a great guy, an awesome guy. I have a lot of time for him. And it was really great just to get his insight into where the project is heading, and to get his advice and guidance on what we should be doing with this restoration. I have decided to keep the original Briggs motor. I think it's a great unit, it's running, there's nothing wrong with it, it just looks a bit tired, it needs a bit of a freshen up. I think black is the colour I'm going to go with. Not only was that the original colour I think that came with it, but I'm still not quite sure about the orange. I'm definitely going to go with the original green, but the black and green might work well together. But hey, let me know what you think in the comments, or which direction we should head in with colour. And on that, thank you for all your support so far. It's been great to see the views and the comments and the support on the channel, and yeah, it means a lot. And although, like I said, when we first started this series, we're not here for sponsors, we're not here to make money, we're here to keep me accountable and to document the process of this restoration. So any support we get with it, it has been really great and really welcome. So thank you for that. While we were down there speaking to Michael, we were talking about the motor and how I was missing a kill switch and a couple of other things, and he goes, "Hey, hang on a second, I've got something for you." So he disappears around the back for a minute. He comes back with this. This is an old donor motor off one of his projects that he was doing down there, where the guy or the client had swapped out to a newer motor. But this is an exact copy of this. It has all the bits and pieces, it's intact. I don't know if it's running, but it's got a few really good parts on it that we are going to repurpose and reuse. Firstly, the air filter box. Now, if you remember back to when we took the motor off and we were talking about the project a couple of episodes ago, in the corners of this original air filter box, there's some rust and some holes. This other one is perfect. Absolutely sound, solid, and ready to go. So that's a part we're going to be reusing. It's actually really nice to see the original cleaner sticker in here and instructions on what to do. So again, just shows you what kind of condition this one is in. The other part that I was really interested in, and why this even happened in the first place, was the original kill switch. Now this is just a small piece of steel, a metal that's connected to the top of the piston housing here. And what it does effectively is you just push it across. When the motor's running, it touches the top of the spark plug and shorts the motor out. What I was having to do with this one to get it stopped is effectively get the idle down as low as it would go and run it into a bit of long grass until the motor cut out. Not a great way of doing it, not real safe. This is a better solution, it works, it's totally fine, and it's the one we're going to be adding to this. So a couple of parts on here. The carburetor isn't great. It's dirty, it's corroded, and it's all gummed up, but good to have spare parts. The other things that I like on this are the springs and the linkages. Good to have some spares. It's an old motor, we're 55 years old here, so it's always good to have spares, and to get spares from an original is great. So that's where we're at with this one. Also, over the last couple of weeks, what's happened is we've got a couple of parts in. This is the fuel mixture idle screw for the carburetor. This is from Western Mowers. It's not cheap. It's about 50 or so dollars, but a part that was essential after we snapped that one. If I had known I was going to get a whole new motor for free with an intact screw on there, I would have not bothered ordering this. But either way, it's going to go in and we'll have another 55 years of life with it. While we were down there seeing Michael as well, some bad news. The roller is kaput. Not the roller, the reel. It's had it. And I thought we'd have another sharpen in it, but it's wavy, it's out of alignment, it's crooked, it's rusty, it's going to go up on the wall. We're going to start a wall of shame, I think, of all the failed components and parts. It'll be a good talking point whenever someone comes in here. But yeah, it's had it, but we've ordered a new one. And the new one will be here in the new year, so beginning of 2024. Mike will let me know when it comes in. The colour, I'm going to keep that a surprise. I think it'd be good to share that once it's available, but the roller has had it. While we were down there, we bought some bits and pieces. So, I'll take you through what we've got. Might bring the camera in so you can see what we're doing. Okay, so starting with clutch corks. Both the clutch corks here, new parts ready to go on. Full set of chains, full set of bearings, 3 different types here. I will need to check these sizings because I can't remember which one is which, but full set of bearings. We've got the washer for the clutch component here, little spring, some more bearings. I think this is for the roller, the reel once it comes in. Pins for the handlebar, clutch levers and throttle. So this is the clutch lever up here. Some rubber plugs, which is always good to have. A new set of red caps to go on the chain cover. And what is also on its way is a bolt kit. Now Michael does actually make, he supplies the bolt kits. So he didn't have it in stock with him when I was down there, but they are on order. When we go down to pick up the reel, we'll get that in our hands as well. So they're the new parts. They'll wait in the new parts box ready for the rebuild process. But for now, really nice to have some new parts in our hands.